One.
There we go, folks, another little how-to video in the woods, exploring the woods that is. And we're going to talk about assembling one of America's favorite firearms, the AR-15. Now, of course, with any firearm, always check the chamber, make sure it's, safe and clear. Now, next thing is if you have a sling, such as this, to make the assembly a little bit easier, you want to get rid of the sling, at least on one end. Alright, come here. Now, see right here, folks, we have these push pins. And most have push pins. A couple of older Colt models will have a offset screw. You'll need a flat blade screwdriver, but for this one, we just have these push pins. Simple as that. You push them in, come the opposite side, and you can work them with your fingernails. Now, always make sure to, put the bolt back home. Now, this is the upper receiver. This is your charging handle. Pull back on the charging handle, and your charging handle and your bolt assembly carrier group will come out. There we go. Now, when you go to clean it, run a brush with some solvent through it, and then after that, take some cleaning patches, just like you would, for a bolt action rifle or anything else. As far as the lower receiver goes, this is your hammer right here. Really, scrub that down a little bit, and just scrub any dirt and grime you see in there. Oil it back up. Now, the most important part of the whole entire cleaning process, besides cleaning the barrel, is clean out your bolt and your firing pin. Now, to do that, what you're going to have right here on this side is you're going to have a little cotter key. Now, sometimes you got to use nose pliers. Sometimes you can get it with your fingers if you have longer fingernails. But for now, we're going to use this little screwdriver to get it out. So, get that out, set it aside. Kind of small little piece, but very important piece. Next, place the bolt vertically. And right here, you can remove the firing pin. It's your firing pin, is what makes the gun go boom. Now, right now around here, because we just got through firing this a little while ago, around here, carbon will build up if you don't keep this clean. And what happens is when there's too much carbon, it'll keep this firing pin from actually striking the primer. You're going to have to get a new firing pin. It's going to cost you a little bit of money. Next, we have the cam to take out. You rotate it, alright, and pull it out. Then you pull your bolt out. Now, also on here, carbon can build up around here, something that you need to take a wire brush to, sometimes steel wool, scrub it down. And there are two little sides to the bolt. There's a little, indentations. You're probably not going to be able to see it real well in the video, but when you have it in your hands, you can see it. Those want to be on the bottom when you put it back together. Right here is where is part of your gas impingement system. Run a little wire cleaner through there, pipe cleaner, so to say. And also in here, you'll see part of the gas impingement system. That too will use, the little pipe cleaner, that you make little kindergarten arts and crafts projects out of. Now, to put it back together, take the bolt, put it back in here. Now, once it gets to here, it's going to be a little bit uncooperative. So you're going to have to, hit it in there a little bit. Take the cam. Now, if you have the wrong side, it won't go in. So right now, since it's on the wrong side, you flip it over. It goes in perfect like that. Flip it, because that way it's in there secure. Take your firing pin, place it back in there. Take your cotter key, put it back in that hole. sometimes car key can be a little bit ornery. There you go. Important part, pull the bolt out to make it back into the receiver. Take your charging handle, tilt it up, and put it in there. There's going to be little grooves. You know how it moves right there? It'll fit in. Put it in there. Make sure this is pulled back enough so that way you have clearance with your impingement system. Slide them back together. Also, when you're disassembling this, make sure you have the hammer pulled back, or else you won't be able to put the receivers back together. Line them up. Put that back in there. Force your action a few times. There you go. And that's how to field strip an AR-15.